I got more books! So I've noticed that when you're sleepy, you kind of stare down the camera. And I find it kind of creepy, but kind of endearing, too. Also, during your seizure story, you said the word so about 7 times in roughly 10 seconds. It's admittedly a little heartless for me to count that rather than be concerned about the actual seizuring person, but there you have it. So I propose that we come up with our own compound words and attach ideas to them. 1 a day for a week. We can think of it as a challenge. I propose plum print. I'm not sure if you can see this very well, but plums, after you touch them for a while, will record your fingerprints. You can just see them all over the skin, over the flesh. Flesh is just a much nicer word than skin. But a plum print will be able to mark just how much pesticide usage and just how well the plum was washed. Kind of like a green thumb. No, it's not. Not at all. Kind of like a carbon footprint, except it's a plum print. And it doesn't have to do with carbon emissions so much as pesticides. Speaking of words, I was taking a shower this morning, and I don't remember why I came up with this. I'm not going to come up with a story. It just happened. But if somebody could spit as fast as a speeding bullet and hit something, then that could be considered expectoration penetration. Also, I have something to share with you. You want to see that? You want to see that? Oral tradition versus the written word. Rough draft. I have in my hands the rough draft for my thesis. All duplexed 19 pages of it. I know you're proud. I am too, although I really can't stand to look at it anymore. And I also have a story from our seminar class yesterday. We were talking, among other things, about the division of sexes in food. A very separate spheres, Rousseauian sort of thing, although nobody pulled out that sort of philosophical talk like I do. And a neat article that we read was by Levi-Strauss, and it among other things, compared roasting to boiling, and how boiling is feminine and how roasting is masculine. And because the class just got dull, I started to daydream. And I daydreamed about you and me throwing some sort of barbecue party sort of thing. And we broke the guidelines. You were in the kitchen boiling macaroni and potatoes for salads, and I was out there stoking the grill. And then I took a turn for the worst, I suppose, and started to fend you off with skewers because you kept trying to steal my fire. Very Prometheus. Okay, so you didn't want to steal it so much as play with it, but regardless. The rest of my day is going to consist largely of working on these guys and seeing who's going to be useful and who's not. And then the ones that aren't are just going to have to bid the room farewell and go back to the library with their other book friends. So, I'm going to edit this and then start in on them. Cheers!